Hi, welcome to Sexy Time Let's Talk. This talk show is going to be about entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. And I hope it brings you a smile during this difficult time due to COVID-19. I am Luisa Diaz, author and founder of Luisa Diaz Foundation, which is a celebration of kindness. Now, let me introduce to you my fabulous friends and co-hosts.
Hi, I'm Samantha Basuto Drucker, your lifestyle genie and host of Love and Design Project.
Hi, everyone. I'm Delana Dixon, editor-in-chief of DivaGalsDaily.com, and I know a lot about celebrity life.
Woo! Ana?
Hi, I'm Ana Cristina Cash. I'm a singer-songwriter from Nashville, and I am today's special guest.
Ana, how are you, my darling? Thank you for being here with us.
Of course. It's such a lovely happy hour and time with ladies that I really needed, so thank you.
Yes, this is our happy hour. You know, Ana, Wednesday is our time to dress up, a time to put makeup on, and have a glass of wine or champagne. So thank you for joining us.
Of course.
I'm going to I wanted to say congratulations again. Congratulations on your new album. So tell me a little bit about that.
So yes, my new album, Shine, was released on April the 26th, and I wrote it with several collaborators over a span of 3.5 years, and it was recorded at the Cash Cabin Studio, and it is a fusion of pop, country, Americana, and jazz. Ooh. And it's a passion project for me. It's something that I'm very proud of, and the first single off of the record was called Broken Roses, in which I highlight the deterioration of a relationship due to mental health issues and substance abuse. So it's something that I decided to release that single first because I wanted something to have a purpose. I want my music to have a purpose. And I felt like that was a message that I really need to get across.
I love it. And I wanted to share that Ana Cristina was in Mi Amor Gala, and this beautiful gala that I do once a year to raise money for domestic violence. And you had the honor to perform that. We got the honor to hear you to perform the song Broken Roses. It was so beautiful.
It was so good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, and jumped as well, and you both sing. So we danced a lot. It was amazing time. But I wanted to remind people where they can get your album, darling.
So my album Shine is available on all digital platforms. So anything from Spotify, from iTunes to Amazon. It is in digital stores right now. We are not doing physical product right now. CDs or vinyl, but that is coming. But that was halted due to COVID-19. The factory's closed to print the records. So it is available on all digital platforms where you can download music right now.
Wonderful. We definitely will get it. Yes, ladies? So ladies, you know, oh my God, 2 months we have been locked down, and it has been, I will talk for myself, it has been extremely difficult to keep my routine with exercising and eating healthy. Lady, how are you feeling about your body right now? Samantha?
Well, I don't think that I've ever met a woman who's never had a body issue, okay? I think it's part of being a woman. And, you know, when we went to college, we gained the freshman 15. This is the COVID 10. And so you have to just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for gaining the weight. It's just weight. It's just stored energy. We can burn it. And once once the stress passes and you decide to regain control, you know, I've been exercising every day.
What have you been? How, like, I can share with you, I feel, oh my God, I tried 3 dresses today, which none of them fit. And I must admit, I gained few extra pounds. And I know it's not the end of the world, but we know our body. We know our body. So it makes me, it is difficult. It is very difficult. But we have to really take control. What I do is I say, okay, I have to be serious on my eating and exercising.
We cannot out-exercise our diet.
Yeah.
Not possible.
That's not, I wish, Delana, you are you are the physical lady here, and can you tell us there is a magical pill that we can take?
I'm so sorry, Louisa. There is no magical pill. It's like Samantha said, it's calories in versus calories out. Look, we're not moving as much as we used to, you know, especially living in New York City. You're running up and down stairs and down streets. You're not having that now. So you have to output more calories. So at least I would say once a day for 30 minutes, you need to move in some way. And this is where YouTube is great. You can dance. If you have an exercise bike, you can get on the bike. You can walk. You can watch Leslie Sansone and walk for 30 minutes. You have to move. Now, this is just going to keep you healthy, right? It's going to kind of help you control your weight. If you're ready to go to the next level, this is where people get confused. You got to lift weight, because you want to build that lean muscle and it burns more calories. So if you're just like, well, you know, I'm walking 2 hours a day, that's great. But if you want to change your body, you've got to do some kind of body weight exercise. So, hey, I teach a class twice a week on Zoom. If you're interested,
I'm taking it on Thursday.
Me too.
Just write to me, you know, on my Facebook page, and I'll include you in the group. We have a great time. 30 minutes, you will feel it.
Oh, wonderful. Ayane, darling, thank you for sharing. And Anna, darling, tell me about you.
Yeah, so prior to COVID, when everything hit, I ordered a Peloton bike to my house, and cycling is not for everyone, but I've been trying to be very diligent. And, you know, I'm also, aside from being a singer, I'm a master's student at Harvard. I'm almost finished with my program for creative writing. And it's, you know, the last semester, which ended a week ago, was very taxing on me. So I didn't exercise for an entire week and a half, and I felt terrible about myself, really. I just felt like I was sluggish, I was tired, you know, but now I've slowly picked it up. I give myself grace if I don't do it for a day or two out of the week, but for the most part, I try to move every day, whether it's 30 minutes on that bike, where they do incorporate weight training as well, if you want to do interval rides. So I think it's very important. With my daughter, I have one daughter, I gained 50 pounds with my pregnancy. I ended up being 200 pounds at one point. I was 200 pounds. I was pretty heavy, to the point where before I gave birth, I had sciatica issues on my left side. And I had to walk with a walker before I gave birth. So I couldn't even go to the bathroom by myself. It was so bad. So, you know, I had to have an emergency C-section, and the surgery and the incision slowed down my progress in being able to work out. So I couldn't work out for 8 weeks. I slowly started getting into it. And it wasn't until the last 4 to 5 months that I lost 30 more pounds. But I've lost all of that weight. I've lost all 50 pounds and more. So I'm back to
beautiful.
Congratulations, because I know losing 5 pounds is very hard, and losing 50 pounds, you go, girl. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So it took a lot of work, a lot of dedication. It is diet. I have to admit, I am not the best with diet. I love food. I pantry snack when I'm stressed out. I go to the pantry, you know, so it's kind of being conscious and mindful that it's a combination of both. And sometimes I will outwork the calories on the bicycle and with the weight training, and then just eat what I want. But I'm a human being. You know, we can't be perfect all the time. So,
darling, let me ask you a question. So do you think that you gained those 50 pounds because it was something emotional, or it was something that physical? Would you like to share?
Yes, it's definitely a combination of pregnancy. I gained those 50 pounds during my pregnancy. So I felt like the baby didn't have enough food. I wanted it to be strong. I was scared. I wanted it to come out like big, and you know, but she didn't. She came out very lean. She was only like 6 pounds or something like that.
So beautiful.
Thank you. So this was during pregnancy, the weight gain. However, I made a lot of mistakes that I want to share so nobody makes the same mistakes. I breastfed for 8 months, and you know, my husband, who's not an expert, I listened to him. God bless the man, he's so sweet. But he said, you need to eat as much as possible while you're breastfeeding, so that the baby has milk. You know, no, he's a man, you know, so I ate those 8-month period of breastfeeding, and I know, and I listened to him because he was like the only person I was talking to, and I started eating those cookies, like those lactation cookies, so I'm like, I need to lactate more. So I ate these lactation cookies that were full of sugar daily, which was a huge mistake.
Of course.
So here I am producing this milk, my baby's all nice and beautiful, but here I am like deteriorating. So
but you did it, darling. You did it. That's the way, and that's amazing. So good. So I was reading, and I wanted to Delena to take in that story that Christy Brinkley, that she's 66 years old, and she looked fabulous. She's totally sexy and timeless. And her daughter that is 21 years old and is beautiful. You see her, she have no problem with her body. But she's suffering from body dysmorphia. Is that what it called?
Yeah. Body dysmorphia.
Yeah. So share with us more about that, Delena.
Right. So Sailor Cook, she's just 21 years old. She's gorgeous. Her mom is Christy Brinkley. She's absolutely stunning. She went on her Instagram account and she said, I've been crying about my cellulite, letting the fat on my body ruin my day. I'm not as skinny as I once was. She was actually on Dancing with the Stars. And when you do that show, you get in the best shape of your life. So one of the problems is she's been on Instagram looking at other women and comparing herself. Yeah. And hey, Sailor, you know what? Instagram has filters. We all use them so we can have bigger boobs and a smaller waist and a thicker booty. So don't believe those photos.
Oh, no thicker booty. I already have a thicker booty. I want not as thicker booty.
She did say that she's trying to be, more healthy. She wants to be emotionally vulnerable to people, to know that, even a beautiful 21-year-old girl goes through this.
One thing that really caught my attention is that even though she's 21, and she said, I cry because I see my body with cellulite. I cry because I see, the way I was. I'm thinking that she's maybe like, 50 now, and looked for in the back when she was 20, but she's 21.
I know.
Yeah, she's 21, and that really makes me sad. It really makes me sad. And also that she said that she see all these beautiful girls on Instagram, and she feel bad about her body. Darling, it really, my heart goes to you, because she was beautiful. I don't see nothing wrong with your body.
If I may, yes. I used to be a professional dancer, and I was a sponsored runner until my joints gave out. And I've never told this to anybody. I've never said this publicly before. I have fought with body dysmorphia, I would say 50% of my life.
Wow.
And so struggling with the COVID weight really has, given me a mental challenge and an emotional challenge. And it's hard to find things that fit in my closet. But we have to remember, it's just stored energy. And, I cook like a goddess, and I have, the best restaurant in town is my kitchen. So I've taken this time to, make new recipes and experiment. And we cannot out-exercise our diet. It's just the way it is. But
yes.
Once we can start walking more, start going out more safely, then the weight is going to come off. It's important to just keep loving yourself.
Yes, I totally agree. And it's very important to keep moving. But also it's very important that we as women, I know we put a lot of focus and a lot of emphasis in our weight. We do. Guilty as charged. I don't think I ever have that. I always have been very skinny since I was little. Now I am worried about it because I cannot fit on my dresses. But it is something that it's not like it's making me depressed. It's making me like I have to work harder. It's like, Luisa, start eating like a little piglet and start exercising more. So, we have to take control of the situation. Because I do believe it doesn't matter what is your size. You are beautiful. You are worthy. And I talk in my book, Sexy Stylist. I talk about the importance of self-care. And self-care, it is about exercising and eating healthy. So yes, please get my book on Amazon and read that chapter. It is extremely important to keep our minds and body healthy.
Just remember, if you're ugly on the inside, being a size 0 isn't going to fix you.
Yeah.
You're ugly on the inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I think I was once in my life size 0 when I was in pageant, in my pageant history. But it doesn't exist. I am now size 2-4, which, you know, is my clothes.
It's a good size there, Louisa. It's a good size.
Well, thank you, Dilena. I need to hear that. I need to hear that. So
I just want to tell people to take a moment, because you can't lose weight and control your body until you thank yourself for the body you're in. So take a moment and say, thank you, body, for allowing me to be alive, to be healthy during this crazy trying time, for just getting me up in the morning. And start there. And I'm going to plug Diva Gals Daily. We actually started a new challenge, a 30-day challenge called Always Eat After 7 p.m. Yes, we're encouraging people to eat at night, but how to eat healthy and make healthy choices. And guess what? You can even eat carbs. So check it out, divagalsdaily.com.
I was doing that, darling, at 5 p.m. I was stopping eating at 5 p.m. My husband was getting upset with me because he said, 5 o'clock, I have to eat dinner. 9 o'clock, I'm already hungry. And I was like, no, 5. But I was doing that very well. And I lost a few pounds, but, you know, I fought back again. And it's like, you know, a JoJo. But as a very important self-care, it's very important social graces. And I know that Ana Cristina and I, we took this fabulous class at the Plaza Hotel, and we learned so much about it. And I talk about that in my book. But we had such an amazing time at the Plaza Hotel. Ana Cristina, what was the most important, very brief, that you learned from social graces? And how to apply it in your family, because it's most important. Because right now, even though we are locked down, social graces is extremely important. What you're surrounding, and the surrounding is your family. So how do we apply it every single day?
I believe two things from what I learned that I could apply every single day. It's treating people with kindness and with graciousness, even within your own family. It's not being rude. I believe that just with the Zoom talks that we have to have all the time now, and the way we communicate, I'm a public figure. I have to sing, I have to do concerts, I have to do interviews. I think they taught us 3 different positions in which to sit, because we took the Duchess Effect class, in which, you know, they showed us how the duchesses were trained and everything. And Micah Meyer, who's written a few books now, she just released her second one. She was trained by someone of the royal staff, essentially, in Kensington Palace. So she gave us different positions on how to sit, and we how to do the Duchess slant, the Duchess cross.
I know.
And what was the third?
I want to have her in the show. Yeah.
I know. She's wonderful. So I think it's very important, and it's something that people don't really look to these days. A lot of the finishing schools in Switzerland have closed down. There are only a few left, and when there used to be so many, because these women used to be, they felt it was old-fashioned because of the feminist movement. But I do not think that social graces are old-fashioned. I think
no, because social graces is about respect to others. Social grace is all about, people think that it's about how to, you know, the right way to use a fork or a knife. No, it goes beyond that. It's showing respect to others. It's being kind. It's being considerate. That is truly social graces. What do you think, Samantha? Because I know this is a forte in your area of work.
Yes, you know, I've been a consultant to 2 royal families during my career as an image consultant, and I think that feminism has nothing to do with social graces and being polite and being cold. One has nothing to do with the other. And now, in this crazy world, we need social graces more than ever.
Thank you. And then, you know, since we are all locked down, believe it or not, in our family, so just to say please to our husband, please and thank you, is extremely important. Just saying those 2 words. What about you, Dilena? Very quick, my darling.
I agree. I mean, walk into a room and say hello to somebody. That's a big thing here. You know, I'm with family all the time, and it's easy to take it for granted. They know I'm here, but just saying, hey, good morning, or how was your day? It really makes a difference.
That's right. Okay, before we go, I know that this is, we are right now assuming a lot because we are not socializing, but we are socializing in Zoom, virtual socializing, virtual parties. But they have some guidelines, and sometimes it's extremely difficult that you go into a party, they have like 50 or 10 people, and nobody introduce you. So let's talk about one tip. I would say, if you are hosting a party, darling, introduce your guests, because you are the host. It's like somebody comes to your home. So you are very gracious. You are a gracious host. You introduce everybody. One tip, Samantha.
So consider Zoom etiquette like having people in your home. Make sure your desk clean, make sure your background is nice and clean and tidy, and be polite. Look for pauses, just like we all do together on this show.
Yes.
We try to wait for somebody to pause before we interject.
Exactly. What about you, Anna?
Well, I think not speaking out of turn is very important. As a part of my program, also at Harvard, like we use Zoom as for our classroom setting as well. And there is a raise your hand button. Yeah. And maybe if it's like 5 people or less, it's okay not to use that. But I think if you have like a Zoom party for somebody's birthday, like 10 or more people, I think the raising your hand button. Also, there's a mute button. If you have background noise and other people are talking, nobody wants to hear your background noise. So mute yourself until it is your turn to speak. Otherwise, you will hear what is going on in the environment.
And we go back to being respectful and kindness, and that's social graces. What about you, Helena?
I mean, you want to look good, right, on your Zoom. Nobody wants to see the dark light. So guys, really simple. The light goes behind your computer. Have the light coming to your face so you're not in darkness or enveloped, because if you have the light coming from behind you, it blacks you out. So make sure the light is behind your camera.
Exactly. And that's why we all don't wear the pajama, right? Don't wear the pajama. It's like you meeting Zoom parties right now. It's like meeting a friend for lunch. So let's make an effort and look presentable. And remember, self-care is not only about you. It's not only about somebody else. It's about you. It's the respect that you have to yourself and others. So thank you, ladies. That was, oh my God, we went over a little bit. But before we go, I wanted to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to Ana Cristina. Ana Cristina, happy birthday, my darling.
It's June the 2nd. I don't know where I put my tiara. Oh, no. Oh,
it's okay. We wanted to happy birthday, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Birthday.
For being here with us.
I am a Gemini. Thank you for sharing with me. It's really June the 2nd, but I'm so grateful. And thank you so much for helping to celebrate my birthday. Maybe my husband will do something special, hopefully. So.
Yes. Thank you. You're having a quarantine birthday. You know, I have a quarantine birthday too. So we have to celebrate it.
We will.
Right? Thank you,
ladies.
Everybody, for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. Stay home. And if you go out, please practice social distancing and wear your mask. Besitos.
Besitos.
Bye.